Got a bit of something for tea. It's a fairly small room. Very small. And there's cars out on the freeway. TV. This is standard in most motels. Fridge. Some of them they even give you toast and a toaster, or bread and a toaster. Coffee and all that. Towels, I've got to go find where the shower is. I'll be stuffed. Shower, toilet. It's a complete modular unit. Now I know what that other switch is for. Steam activates fire alarm. That's intriguing. So look at the design of this. It's very, very small, as you can see. But it's a bit like a tiny home principle. You get your bathroom, bed, sink. I won't say it's exactly a kitchen, but if you were to put this there and give you a real stainless steel sink, hey, be a kitchenette. Look at the size of it. You'd have something that was, what, 17 foot by, what, 10 foot? Anyway, I come in here with a taxi. I didn't show the taxi because it was actually a guy I work with who owns a couple of taxis and works at the same place I do. And yeah, they don't really know about my YouTube channel, so we'll leave them out of the picture. Anyway, I might go check out this terminal. It's probably about a quarter-mile walk, so we'll walk down a quarter-mile. And I might as well show you the insides of the airport, and it is freaking massive, and I think it may very well be international airport here as well. I'm told by the guy I work with who drops off a lot of people at this hotel that this is $174 a night, so there you go. Ham and eggers, custom made from head to toe, styling and profiling as. It's not exactly a cheap hotel. At least we got an air conditioner. Not that we're going to need it, I don't think. Oh yeah, even got shampoo. What do you know? Anyway, this is what I'm going to be carrying on tomorrow. I have to be up at something like 6 AM, so we need a bit of assistance in actually staying awake. Me being me. Boiled eggs for breakfast. That's tea, which is going all mushy from having been sitting in there for hours. I bought that at about 12 o'clock and it's now 8:30. So anyway, we'll go walk down, have a look at this terminal. There's Holiday Inn, and that's where all the e-biggers are, mooching the Wi-Fi. Oh. BP in the back of that too. The fueling up. And here's where all the real custom-made people are parked. In here. Credit card only payments. Fuel tanker there. You can't see it, it says aviation turbine fuel. That is jet fuel. Anyway, I think I'm, this all here is all multi-storey car parks. There's a lot of shit here. Jaguar. Oh, it's a blooming automated billboard. Right there. Anyway. Yeah, that's off to a freeway, I think. Pretty certain. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes coming out here. 2 going left and 3 going straight ahead. Can't see it, but there's a RV over there. Thing is, all this is obviously paid parking. This is, oh fuck, they would charge like a wounded bull for this shit. This shit here, don't be surprised if it's $40 a day. Probably is $40 a day. There's money to be made, but obviously, yeah, it would be the big airport owners themselves that'd be making the money. The V8 bi-turbo Benz. It is very dark here. Anyway, we'll keep walking. There's a Holiday Inn again. Pretty sure my terminal's right up the very end here. You can see all the multi-levels there. We've got here about 5, 6 levels and then the ground level. Fairly strong wind out here. It was more, this is the long-term car parking, or so they call it. Small car park. Can't say that's actually advertising the Galaxy S7. So is that. It's got me buggered. They got so many entrance ways in and out, yet they got barbed wire fencing all around this. Somewhere here I'll find this damn terminal. It's right on the very end. I noticed it right as we come in, because we come in from this end. I might be going up this in a second. No, I won't. That would be an actual roadway. And so I'm going with T4. There we go over there. T4 parking. Yeah, try and work this out a little bit. Try and get up in here somewhere. It's a good idea to do these dry runs so you know exactly where you're going, because this is the back end of all this. You got your car parking, then you got your actual airport, and then you got the actual runways. This is the main one for this city anyway. There's actually 3 airports in this city. Well, technically speaking, some people consider it 4, but this is the main one. Anyway, try and work out how to get across all this and down into there. That there is a double-decker bus. They have a massive amount of shuttle buses, and we saw shitloads of them parked, but that's a double-decker, which, quite honestly, I've never seen a double-decker inside this country. I'm not joking. But anyway, some of them are privately run, but there's one that's actually run by the airport itself, not surprisingly. Yeah, anyway. There's one for the greenies. Take a pointless flight each year. Found it in the end. Got to walk through a fair bit of car park. I ended up going a big ring right around to the very end of the terminals and come in sideways where all the shuttle buses pick people up, and then found it. And then found that if I walk through this big maze of footpaths through a car park, that would have been a lot quicker. Long story short, it took me about half an hour. So, yeah, we have to factor that in. I am flying out at 7 AM. Should really put my bags in at 6 AM, apparently, to check in. And long story short, means I've got to wake up at 5:30. At least, if not more like 5:15, which is probably what's going to actually happen. So, and I left my comb behind, which really pisses me off. Got deodorant anyway, even if it's cheap brand. I've got deodorant. Better than nothing. Let's hope this mush is good enough to sit in my car for a little bit too long, and I just hope it hasn't gone funny because there's sort of a fake fish meat thing in it. So, anyways, I really should be keeping nice and quiet. This is what I look like after 3 hours sleep. Custom made, baby. Ugh. Well, I had a bit of an active mind, as I often do. Especially if there's something big happening the next day. And didn't sleep for about 3 hours straight. So I only got about a lousy 3 hours or so sleep, probably only 2.5 to be honest. Bit of a breeze coming through, so I just keep my finger over the mic. But I tell you what, I could barely help saying, not saying Coates 9580 coming at you from Motel 6. I left a few things behind in the rush to, a guy from work who owns a taxi was waiting for me, and I was rushing to get in there real quick, and yeah, I left my phone charger behind and one other item which I really would have liked to have, a bit of paper with something written on it, but anyway, 3 things I left behind in total. The bloody bag's just about ready to pop, it's that full of stuff. I'm actually, you can't even see it, wearing work boots because I wouldn't have fitted it into the bag without blowing the zip open. So I'll have to change over to my dress shoes when I get there, but anyway, planes are ripping in and out like as usual. Very good motel, I must admit. I was shocked at how quiet it was. I've never been in a motel that quiet, let alone one next to an airport that quiet. So anyway, coming up to the shitstorm here, we better keep marching. Custom made, baby. That's Virgin, that's the little ones. I went up to Brisbane in one of them, only tiddlers. No, I went to Darwin in one of them. The other guy driving out here, Jetstar, I went to Brisbane in one of them. Geez, you got some weird equipment. Funny, I know in mines you've got to have these great big friggin' flags, like orange flags, stuck up from the vehicles, but they don't have that here. But everybody's got a flashing light, which is standardised even on construction sites. You've got to have flashing lights on the top of the vehicle. You probably can't see, but those two things down there say Shep, as in Shep pallets. Bit of pilf with some fucking pellet wood out of them, eh? There would be pellets in them though. I have no idea what that thing is down there. Anyway, I've got to keep walking, so I'll continue on. Praying mantis. Not a stick insect, a praying mantis. Got a bigger tail. We got here anyway. Unfortunately, breakfast didn't stay with us. So I'm probably going to have to change my blasted pants. Oh, I couldn't believe it. All the way there, we're 8 minutes from landing, 7 or 8 minutes, and blah, that was it. Oh, it was not good. You know, sitting at home in the cupboard, I didn't even think of it. I left a few things behind in the car, but at home in the cupboard, there's the blasted motion sickness pills that I bought when I was in Brisbane. And I didn't even take them with me, let alone actually have some. Anyway. I'm not really good with planes at all. A lot of people keep asking, when am I coming to America? You know, I just flew about honestly, it would have only been about 300 miles, and I couldn't make it without chucking up over 300 miles. So, there's a big windsock out there. Anyway, it's a nice warm day regardless. Not going to eat anything for a while. Let it all settle down. My sister's should be here in about 20 minutes. I assume we're going to get back to some joint and I can change these pants and make a go of things. That's the exact one there I come up on. There's another little one disappearing. I think it's a doctor's service actually. Anyway. Oh yeah. This reminds me of something. Just that noise. You know what I'm talking about, Elvis. You know what this noise is. Same noise we hear going in the background.
Over there, like you guys have. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. But they're not attached.
These are pretty new buildings.
Yeah. Where's the spa bath?
Spa bath.
Yep.
Got everything here. Honestly, what we're in here is like basically a 3-bedroom apartment with a spa bath. Let's have a look at the spa bath.
Yeah, it has a spa bath.
Whoa! Oh yeah, you're right. I'm in jets. Custom made from head to toe. Say it, custom made from head to toe?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Don't get in. Don't press those buttons. That's how you turn the phone on.
That's where Elvis is staying.
What's your hair? What's your hair?
Some of the worst paintings ever known to man.
I can go lay down.
Say, oh, she's here
I
before.
think I got to do better paintings with the finger in my nose.
10:15 or something like that.
Custom made,
Yeah,
brother.
Like a leisurely walk, you should be here and evening time.
That's right, double-story ham and eggers. We can go up the double-story, can't we? Oh, I can. You kids can't. I can go up here because I'm custom made from head to toe, stolen and profiling,
Sorry.
jet black hair,
Yeah, cool.
olive tone skin. How is that? Minus the fly screen. Planted a whole bunch of palm trees at the front. That's all grapevines and there's some little grapes on it. Balcony. Another big TV. Custom made. Styling and profiling. Only thing I'm missing is an old RV that's got engine problems. Can't have it all. You can't have it all.
Get off.
Oh yeah. That's a view. No van dwellers here. Alrighty, it's fairly windy. Pretty certain all these are olive trees. Looks like a passion fruit over the back. They got grapes at the front, palm trees. All this here is all basically new apartment buildings, and they're probably renting, like hiring these out on a weekend or a weekly basis, as we are with this one. And I'm on the balcony. Yeehaw. That's right, baby. Hard life of a ham and egger. There's the black lines there, it's all the pool heating. This is all rendered. Anyway. Alrighty, ham and eggers, we're back in the 4x4, some of you guys might remember this one. Just following the brother-in-law here, we're going out to the airport to pick up some of the other relatives. yeah, we're basically there. Oh, I'm not used to these European vehicles. They're built for the left-hand drive market. Trust me, so many people do that in Australia because the indicators are back to front compared to what we're used to for right-hand drive. Alrighty.
How'd you win?
You want my friend then?
Yes.
Yes.
Money.
That's good. Oh, yeah. Does it? You want me to know?
Hey, Adelaide.
He was like, oh.
You're forward for this week.
That's not very nice.
Propane heater.
Wow.
How's the view?
Ever?
What? I gave it the print.
See, at least you're in the good book.
Custom made. Alrighty, doing another shuttle run here. Politely informed I'm not drinking because most people will be as absolutely drunk as shit by the time this is over, so I didn't really know I was going to be the designated driver, but it seems I am, and that seems to be a common case because I'm a well-controlled man who doesn't drink to excess. Unless I have to make a YouTube video with one of my rants. Of which I've only made about one drunk rant on YouTube anyway. But anyway, this should be about the last bunch of people I think that I have to pick up or move around. I just got a couple of kids and that before, and brought them down here. And yeah, anyway. Tell you what, these things, it's only short wheelbase. It's got the turn and circle of a bulldozer, honestly, and they've decided it'd be a good idea to put star pickets to assist the trees either side of this, and then you're supposed to get 2 cars in here. Not joking, I've got to do an extra turn and reverse every time just coming around here. But that's just 4-wheel drive suspension for you with my car. It's, holy smoke, it's half as long again as that one, but it turns sharper. That's what you got when you get the custom-made luxury of Ford, not Land Rover. Honestly, the parts that they've paid to fix that thing at times. $900 for a starter motor? Ooh. Stick with Ford.
There you go, mate.
Yeah. Smoking. Just heading off. I had something there that tasted like lime rind. I thought it was. I think it was actually blooming bitters and a whole bunch of vodkas. I am really seriously lacking on sleep, so anyway, I am checking into yet another place tonight while everybody else bombs out of the big place. There's a couple of drunk candidates. Custom made, brother, on the back of a 7-seater.
All farm stuff, you can't see
Big pools.
I think, oh, what else am I going to talk about? Because it's their life.
It is their life, really.
Yeah. So how the sheep going?
Look at this beach.
Yeah. Well, probably like to Norwich.
Good morning.
You know, she said to me, I was in contact with anyone who's still home in Jan. She's a bit of a loner.
Woo! Custom made. I think that is all oyster farming out there. Is that oyster farming out there?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was. There's a lot of crabs here too. Oh, there'd be more oyster farming. Custom made ham and eggers. It's not tons, but there's a reasonable amount of it. Beauty, I'll drive through it then. Go into the Golden Arches. Not a dumpster dive, but the proper Golden Arches. Ooh, construction. Here's drive-through.
On his own, they're trying to get the speed. And we decided to buy it to do it. He said, no, I'll go and buy it. This was Jen.
Yeah. I thought it was left, but whatever. Oh, that's right. Oh, here it is right down there. Alrighty then.
We'll wait to make sure not.
Oh, God, Mum, it's blooming 10 to 7. I think they'll be open.
We had
Oh, well.
to. They leave it up after 4 sometimes, and they leave a number and you ring it.
Anyway.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, it's already booked in. That's where I'll be tonight. I'll eat that in a minute. This is the beauty of internet booking. You turn up to the reception desk and that is taped to the front sliding door with a key in it and all this stuff telling you where to go, yabba yabba yabba. I'll show you around a little bit. Hang on, I've just got to do something. I'll close the door and I've just got to do something. This is Coach 9580 coming at you from Motel 6. I couldn't help it. Anyway, the lights aren't on, but that's one bed. That's the double bed. There's a table, another TV, another mirror. Microwave, toaster oven, actual hot plates, fridge, sink, air conditioner. The favourite device of off-gridders, because let me tell you, there's nothing like getting to an air conditioner when you live off-grid most of the time. And yeah, this would be the John. Oh, big stuff. I haven't seen these since I worked in the piggery. You pump the flipping handles and you just usually hit that in. Get your hand soap, you get your body lotion, and this one's even got shaving cream. Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. This is like piggery, except we had a more commercial looking one. Shower gel to wash your body with, conditioner and shampoo. It saves them throwing out 100 bits of soap or working out whose soap's what. As part of working in the piggery, I had to have a shower coming in and a shower going out, and That worked really well in the middle of winter when my hot water system wasn't so great, as it normally isn't. One of these things that I'm going to have to do if I get serious about having a young lass will be to get another hot water system. But anyway, there's another thing you see. They always have really old ones, hair dryers, out of the 80s. They always seem to have them in these motels. I must admit though, I haven't seen that in a motel. But anyway, that's the ensuite, and you guys know what an ensuite is. Anyway, let's go walkies around this park a little bit. Hang on, I've got to lock this thing. Palm trees. It's like some skanky looking bloomin' river thing goes through here. I think a whole swimming pool area and everything. I think that is mini golf right there. There's this giant thing. It's not a trampoline. It's like a big bloody air bubble, and the kids are jumping on it right there. And that's the pool. And actually, just around the corner from me, I'm in the end one here. This would be good so long as those galahs shut up. I believe laundry, and if I'm not incorrect, barbecue. Yeah. The tough life of a ham and egg. We didn't even have to dumpster dive today. Looks like we're going to come in with a bit of rain too, by the looks. I'm ridiculously tired, but let's keep going on the tour. It is mini golf. It's actually bits of RHS. What is it, like 2x3 inch? Something like that. PVC putting holes. Your little tee off points. Your fake grass, fake turf, whatever you want to call it. Must say this river looks bloody ugly though. They've gone and torn out a lot of weeds and stuff. Looks like they've gone through with a bulldozer or something, cleared out a lot of rubbish. It's the trouble with rivers here, they usually get infested with weeds. Endless supply of water, and then the things just go berserk. And if there's an invasive species, i.e. weed, it will go nuts on a river. That happens all the time here. In fact, we've probably got some of the highest number of introduced species that have gone feral of any country. I can name, as you've heard, about 10 different things that have been brought here from foreign countries that have gone berserk, and they're off in the wild. And the rabbits that Black Kitty eats would be one of them. And the feral kittens that Black Kitty was would also be another one of them. 20 million feral cats. Anyway, good excuse to go shooting things. A couple of ducks coming through here. They're native. Anyway, let's keep going. Blooming solar panels there. A big bunch of them. That's the pool there with a twin wall. If we go in there with a camera, we'll get shot, trust me. They've got a big foaming section. And long story short, it's like a bloody spa part that's higher up than the rest of the actual pool. And it's bubbling like hell and it stinks like chlorine, let me tell you. Anyway. Alrighty. Well, I couldn't show inside the actual swimming pool, or I would have been misconstrued rather, as a pervert and dragged out by my ankles. So you got to be careful here. My sister used to take her daughters swimming, and I'm not joking, she used to have to get permission from management to take photos of her own daughters. And, you know, you'd have to sign this thing to take your camera in there. I'm not joking. They are paranoid about perverts in this country. That's because it's this country. It's just the way it is. And, yeah. But if you want to look it up, that is the joint there. I'm not saying I'll show you the pool, but it was pretty cool. It was like a spa bath thing, with all the jets and all that roaring like hell, higher up, and then lower down it was the main pool, and I believe it's all heated. And I think it's actually, some of these ones are actually natural gas fired to heat them up, or propane fired sometimes. And yeah, that big jumper thing, that's like a trampoline, but it's actually like a giant air balloon. It's called a kangaroo jumper. I hazard a guess and say it was designed in Australia. If it's going to have a name like that, it usually will be. So anyways, you can look that up too if you want to look it up. It's weird. It reminded me of like a bloody jumping castle floor stuck in the ground, pretty much. Kind of strange. Anyway, we stay here tonight. We get up tomorrow morning, and yeah, we continue on. Got to be out of here by 10, and yeah, then I'm staying back at the other place I showed earlier tomorrow night. Tonight they've got a shitload of people staying there, and they should all fly out tomorrow morning, whereas I'll fly out the morning after on the Monday morning and touch down hopefully in time for work. And we've got to get some of these damn motion sickness pills because we are not having a rerun of what happened coming up here. I just can't handle planes. I can sit on a train, the train can vibrate and buzz. I get on a plane, it vibrates and buzz, I'm hanging on to my guts. You get turbulence and that's it. And honestly, I'm pretty certain when I went to Brisbane, I chucked up. When I went to Darwin, I chucked up. They had to circle the damn airport about 6 or 7 times, and it was, I'm not sure if I chucked, but I think I might have. I am no good on blasted planes unless I have those blooming motion sickness tablets, so we've got to source out some of them tomorrow. Anyway, enough rambling, and this is the life you get as a ham and egger, and yeah. Psychic reading. I swear, black and blue, I've seen that big fat chick somewhere in the RV community. Must be, I reckon it's a blooming cross-dresser. Okay, here we are, ham and eggs. Next morning, I realised something as I was going to bed. A little bit hard to see because this camera's doing what it always does. This bed is primarily made out of 4x2, and I can tell you, black and blue, this is a homemade bed that they've varnished. It's just made out of pine, and they put some sort of a shitty coloured stain on it. And yeah, I was having a look at the other place. I actually measured out, well, just sort of stepped out the place that my sister's at, which is the one I'm going to be at again tonight. The one I showed you yesterday morning, and from that I reckon you could build a pretty decent tiny home, 20 foot by 30 foot in size. Anyway, I've got to get rolling for the day and have some breakfast and all that, and yeah. Okay, and Alpha Male just went grocery shopping. Instead of getting a $1.53 mango after wandering around for 10 minutes, he took a minute and a half to realise I didn't have any motion sickness pills, and then spent $2. So there you go, Elvis. I'm a 47 cents up on you. There's some real alpha males doing some real work. This is where we were driving through the other day. There's all the oyster gear out there. There's a local one you can just sort of drop your little boat off. Local jetty. There's the bridge we went over. And of course there's more oyster stuff on the other side. Husband daycare centre. Leave your husband with us, we'll look after him, you only pay for his drinks. Of course it's a liquor joint backed up by a huge big bar and grill. And why would you want the lease Marie if you can have something like this? The size of the frickin' thing. Nobody's in it. Hot water system on the side and everything. Oil, gas, air conditioning, you name it. Fine, hell, she's a big machine. Custom made, baby. There's that house there. It's pretty custom made too. This is a strange little footpath with bricks with people's names in it. Pavers, I should say. Trust me, they're basically bricks cut in half. All along here. Trees seem to grow pretty well around here. There's a lot of quite thickly forested areas just right pretty much inside the blooming town. It's not really tropics or anything here, it's nowhere near tropics to be honest, but there's another blooming RV. Anyway, I gotta walk over there somewhere and raid someone's fridge and have breakfast. I couldn't be stuffed eating more McDonald's. I eat that much bloody McDonald's. You just get sick of it. You know what I'm saying. It's all the same stuff at the end of the day. Probably fairly hard to see, but basically there's all oysters in there, and all these rocks right up around here, around the other side, they're all covered in oysters. Bloody shitloads. I saw a guy fishing there and he had his young son who had some specialised tool plucking them out off the rocks. Not surprising seeing that they actually farm them here anyway. Yeah, I know you can see them now. They've all been stripped out obviously, but there have been shitloads. What I was saying before was they basically run right around the whole place. The guy with his son is over there, under the bridge on the other side of the bridge. So obviously these are probably ones that have, you know, there's just a lot of oyster activity in general, plus they'd probably be getting a lot of these other ones in, might be raising them from day one in tanks with all the ones that they farm all out here. Or it may just be that this is a good bay for it, and there are areas in this country where you have good bays that are just covered in blooming oysters. And it's the way it goes. empty beach, aside from screaming kids. A lot of Americans are surprised by this, the sheer emptiness of the beaches. It is spring. It was warm enough, pretty warm day yesterday. Down here now, 10 o'clock on a Sunday, and it's empty, pretty much. You know, apparently if we spread our military personnel out one by one around our coast, there would only be one soldier / military person for every 2 kilometres. And this is the other way. A couple of people right down there. It's my parents coming along there. For all intensive purposes, we've pretty much got the beach to ourselves. No BBWs here. Oh, it's lunchtime. Been down to the beach. We're going to have a barbecue lunch down at the beach as well. Like an iron sculpture of a eagle. Here we are, Jensen Beach. Over here, over there by the beach over there. Jensen Beach. Free alcohol. Over here, over there. By the free barbecue. By the beach, over here, over there. Big bada boom. A big pool here. A shaded area of more palm trees. Split system heating unit. The noise in the background's all my nieces and a sort of nephew, their cousin. There's more of these joints. There's very few people here, so I'll get away with just showing the edge of the pool there. Ooh, had to borrow some sunglasses though. The sun is brutally bright. Lovely blue skies though, look at all this. Blue skies and palm trees all over the blasted place. Custom made. Custom made. Styling and profiling. Trying to break windows.
I did it, Dad, I did it!
What's the water like, Chris? Pretty good, pretty good.
Alrighty, just about to do a shuttle run again. The Melburnians are going back to the airport. Except me, because I'm not a Melburnian. Now, let's have a look at the little restaurant we went to last night. That's right, custom made, baby. "33 customers. Suck on that." So Elvis, when are you taking everyone out for a big meal? Honestly, I've never seen a receipt quite that bloody long. Holy smoke, as I was saying, custom made. Here's what you get when they go to flour. This is obviously going to end up being grapes. There's some around the other side, I think, that are actually, here we go, actual miniature grapes. Stolen and profiling. Custom made from head to toe. There's tons more that are actually going into that's actually going into proper bunches. This whole Bagola setup they've all put all grapes on. I'd be stolen and profiling on this if there wasn't bird shit on it. Where there's grapes, there's birds, which equals bird shit. It's lovely and cool. Funny, we've got a beach this way. We've got another one that way. Now that one is about 200 metres away. That's where we're having barbecue. And this is the other one down here where we're showing the oysters. Anyway, let's schmooze over to the pool here. Look at the display on this. There's so much digital stuff. Digitalised fuel gauge and everything on it. Custom made from head to toe. Huff and puff and suck and blow. Just roll off to the airport now, so I can chuck up all over again. Loaded up on the motion sickness pills, so it should be all right. Look at these places to stay. Better than being in the arse end of a 1989 camper van, I'll put it like that. BMW in there. All the forest all off in the distance. Oh, there. The forest starts off here. Starting and profiling. All that down there's all ferns. Actually, not far from where I am, there's quite a lot of ferns as well, but a better look at it all here. Sub 400 or 410, something like that. Dual propeller. It's a fairly noisy machine when you're inside, actually quite noisy. We got to juice her up again and then sit around for another 20 minutes and then we'll be on. Diaper load. Diaper load. I didn't really have much of a breakfast because I didn't want to throw it all up. Look, I even had the plastic bag ready in my pocket. So all I had was basically a cup of tea, and that was it. And I must admit, that worked brilliantly. The worst thing I'd done was break out into sweat. And, well, it wasn't even properly breaking out into sweat like I usually do. A bit sweaty under the armpits coming down to land, and that was about it. Didn't even feel nauseous, so that worked well. But look at the wind. Up there. The flags up the top. We left there, it wasn't very windy. We got up to height and it was a bit windy getting up, and it was reasonably good travelling along. There was the odd shake or two here or there, and we come down and it's 50km/h winds, which is 7 miles. It's enough. It's probably 28-mile-an-hour winds or something like that. And as you can see, the trees and everything are, you can't see with the trees, but you can definitely see with the flags. They're fairly whipping, it's fairly blowing there, and yet I come in, not a problem. Yeah, it dipped and dived a bit, but my guts didn't dip and dive with it. So that's something that I learnt on another flight, and I've still got a pack of that same brand sitting in my cupboard at home. But yeah, made sure I got some before I come back, and it was successful. And here we are. I got to work in 3 hours and 20 minutes, and it's about a 20-minute drive from here without any traffic jams, which it shouldn't be because it's not peak hour. So anyways, I'm going to hoe into this crap, have some healthy shit, chicken burger, and yeah, first real meal for the day, and then back to ham and egg, and on 27.46 an hour. What a dreadful life. Such a hard life as a ham and egger, flying out for parties and flying back in again in time to go and do the lazy job for a large corporation. We are back. We're back. It's a bit windy here, trying to cover the microphone. Yeah, about 2 hours off going back to work. It was an epic weekend, and you guys will see it when you see it.